Welcome to storied Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the USC Trojans and the Penn State Nittany Lions. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the USC head coach before the game. He knew all along that this new landscape in college football would be a challenge. That's why in the Big Ten, they were preparing all along for these West Coast teams to have to travel a long way. They've been putting some sports science research together to make sure their players have all of the information they need to perform at their best. We'll see if they can bring that to the field here today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Nittany Lions headed for the ball, and we're ready for action. On the move from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20 and pick up a 5. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference play. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, their players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Williams unloads to the wideout. Got a man. It's Barber. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Gets the back moving. Williams will pass. He's got him in the flat. Makes a man miss. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
He'll try to do it himself. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He's got the back in the middle. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. And the Trojans, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Williams under pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The noise level is relentless here on 2nd down. Williams desperately trying to cut through the noise.
on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time.
He caught it. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. The Trojans will hustle to the line. A first down run on the doorstep. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football. You come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk. And strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Martin. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
To the air, it's Baker. They're all over him. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Got it looking for a first. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Williams. Going for the big play. Out wide left, it's Barber. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Straight ahead, it's Alston. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Williams looking for a man. Look out! Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Just had to get rid of it.
And the QB leaves sees the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love him. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Rush is on. Hit as he throws. Out wide right, it's Danzy. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Here's Williams to throw. And he avoids the sack.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
This is a designed run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
Williams on the play fake. Fires into the end zone. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Penn State.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point is good. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this 2nd period ought to be a lot of fun. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Running inside, it's Alston. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Williams can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. Here's Williams. Right side, it's Bowman. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Left side is Barber. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that's a great job working through his progression. The first guy he wanted to throw to wasn't open. He was able to kind of get through it, And lo and behold, there's a guy wide open. Nobody near him. It's a big play for the offense.
It's Williams again. Oh, pressure's coming. And he gets it away.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Second and long here. Williams. Lets it fly. Incomplete. And they fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Williams desperately trying to cut through the noise. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Really short gain on that one, defense all over it.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Throws for the tight end. Out wide, it's Thomas. Lots of room to run. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Motion from the wide receiver. The hand to the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Keep it on the ground. Hard running there. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Throwing, Williams. Looking to the big tight end. Out wide left, it's Bowman. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. The Trojans want to crank the tempo. Hand it to the back. Turning it on. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
And nice blocking by this offense. Nice job running the football. How about the running back? You could tell he knew exactly where the goal line was. He wanted to get to it. He was fighting to get to it, but goes out of bounds at the 1. First and goal from the 1. This offense is in great position.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, trying to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Here's Williams. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Lets it fly. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI, and as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Enough to move the chains. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. A lot of urgency for this offense.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Looking downfield, it's Baker. Finds his target. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down.
And guys, I'm kind of shocked that's the first time we've called his name. And it's one thing for it to be his first catch going into the half, but that's the first target. This offense is an offense that needs him to be explosive, to make big plays. And in order to make that happen, they've got to target him and find ways to get him the football.
They'll send the back in motion. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Wants to throw one first. Rush right in his face. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Send the tight end in motion. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Wants to throw again. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here's Williams to throw. Going long. They went for it all on first down, didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires to the wideout. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
That's not an easy throw to hit, I will say. A dagger throw, it takes time to develop. You really got to sell the route. The quarterback has got to put that in an area and anticipate the throw. Just not on the same page with his receiver.
Williams unloads it left. Another incompletion on third down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Makes a move. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? Motion from the wideout. Back to throw, it's Baker. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Under pressure. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback changing the play. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Fires left. Got him downfield. And he'll be ridden out of bounds, but not before a good pickup on that one.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. We begin with a look at Marshall taking on the Boise State Broncos. And it's the Herd with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step. and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Right side, it's Martin. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Looking for room, it's Wallace. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On play action. They're all over him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, this offense did a lot of good things there in the first half. It wouldn't surprise me if they punt this one away after that incompletion on 3rd down. They do have the lead. I think you've got to put some trust in your defense here to not give up any points and get you the ball back.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
You'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Six-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a 1st down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Look out! And he never had a chance.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game is could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass? We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. They weren't sure, honestly, if they were even going to be able to get him to the ground. They just wanted him to get rid of the football earlier than he needed to. But that time, in the second half, they come away with their 1st sack of the game, and that is going to be a big shot in the arm for this defense.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. 3rd down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
He lets one fly deep. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. The Trojans send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Left side is Wallace. At the 40, there he goes. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
When quarterbacks learn to take checkdowns, man, they become way more efficient. They become way better. They get way more possessions, and he does a really good job. It's not his primary guy, but he looks down the field. He doesn't force the football, but checks it down to his running back and still makes a big play because it was the right decision.
Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it down at the 34.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Pulls it on the option. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And that is no good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are the ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a miss and a missed opportunity.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Williams. Right down the middle. Pulls it in. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past and certainly in more recent times, it always feels like there's got to be at least one receiver in this offense in the discussion for best in the country. This guy, I think, can be that.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Trojans. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Quick give, it's Wallace. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Making the adjustment. Back to pass, it's Baker. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, sticks that big mitt up there and grabs it. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Handoff from the gun. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Now let's take a look at the stats and what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. They'll try the right side. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They'll move the tight end. They put the brakes on it.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now 3rd down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
On the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This offense trying to keep the momentum going. They scored the last time they had it. The defense got it back for them, and now a chance to take the lead. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Throwing, Williams. Looking to the big tight end. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open. You sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you. You just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Out wide right, it's Wallace. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Dropping back, it's Baker. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll ride him again. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
This running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Here's Williams to throw. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. And the Trojans in the hurry up. Lined up in the gun, Williams on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a fourth down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Fourth down, Williams. Throws to the tight end. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the fourth quarter. One possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that fourth down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback keeps it. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Making the adjustment on the play. Looking downfield, it's Baker. Throws for the tight end. Right side, it's Thomas. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Once he got some room, it was over.
And this tight end after that touchdown continues to have his way for the defense, and there was nobody even around him, close to him in the end zone, David. He just found the zone. He put his hand up. Quarterback, that was easy for him to see, but inexplicably bad coverage on the back end by the defense.
I mean, that was basically routes on air. Wide open. And this guy, it's not like he's a bum. This dude's been cooking you all day, and they left him absolutely wide open. Big-time mistake by the defense. And the offense, the QB's like, hey, my man's wide open. He's kind of done some work. I'll throw him the football. Easy 6.
They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Looking deep. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Keeps it on the ground. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Motion from the wideout. He's got enough. After 45 on his way. All kinds of room to the right. Into the house. Touchdown, Penn State. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach, and that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just feeds the running back. He's stopped.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost